Okay, this video will feature various ways that you can upload content, create boards, and add pins to that board in Pinterest. So one of the ways that you want to start out with, if you don't have a board, is you want to create a board. So let's say I wanted to start a board because I'm starting a unit on architecture, and students are going to be creating a city out of architecture. So I'm going to just call this, describe it as architects. Architecture, pretty simple, basic title. And this is architecture. And I would click on create board. Now I've already created a board, so I'm just going to go ahead and cancel that. And here you can see where I have actually the board started. So that's basic. Just now I'm going to add a pin, and there's a lot of different ways that you can do that. You can go directly to pin if you know what you're looking for, and you can go right here to your computer or the web, or you might want to go ahead and search and find out what other people have already pinned. So this is a great way to see what's popular. You'll see some of the most common pins on the web, and I would recommend that you look for something that has a reputable site so you can actually get a little more information about the image rather than just getting exclusively an image. Alright, so this one is from Inhabitat, it looks like it says. I'm going to click on this. It's a very cool image of a house that looks like it's built into a hill. So let me scroll down and get some of the information. Okay, gorgeous modern home is built inside a cave, needs subterranean splendor. Nice definition, but tells me where it is, but it doesn't really give me the name of the architect or anything like that. So I'm going to go and visit the site and see if I can collect a little more information before I just go ahead and pin this picture. Alright, so this is great. Let's see. It has a little more information on here that I might be able to take away. Alright, it's a gorgeous home, 15,000 feet square foot, sandstone in Festus, Missouri, built by Kurt and Deborah Sleeper. Alright, so I think that's really important to give credit to the architects. So I'm going to copy that information and add that to my description before I pin it. Okay, just let me take a look at the site. I wouldn't classify this as an educational site. There's a lot of ads on it. But I think that the information on it is worthy of pinning in this case. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pin this. And I want to select the board. It's going on the architecture board. And it says amazing house built into a sandstone mine in the side of a mountain in Festus, Missouri, near the banks of the Mississippi River. Built by, and then I'm going to go ahead and paste in, oh okay, that already said built by. Alright, by Kurt and Deborah Sleeper. Alright, so I'm going to pin that and add that to the board. Alright, and that's pretty basic and simple way to find some information using the search tool. Okay, and let's go ahead and take a look at my board. Put out some pins. Here's my architecture board. Sometimes it doesn't pop up right away, but a lot of times if you just click on your refresh button, there it is, and there's my pin. Alright, so now I've got 3 pins on board. You could also search specific artists, or in this case an architect. And here we have Zaha Hadid, who's a female architect. And again, this time when I go to look, I'm going to pay a little more close attention from where it's being pinned from. Okay, New York Times, that might be a good place to look. Arch Daily kind of sounds like that that is a reputable site. Sounds like an architecture site. Here's a pretty cool picture that I think is very interesting to look at. So I'm going to visit this site. And you can see this is a corporate site. And this is a good sign too. It says courtesy of Zaha Hadid Architects. So they're citing their source and giving credit. Okay, so this looks like a really great site and a good reference on this artist Zaha Hadid. All right, so I'm going to go back to my pin board and I'm going to pin it. Another way that you can add images to your profile or to one of your boards is the following. If I want to, I can just go straight to a board. And let's just do it this way. And then I'm going to add a pin. And here you can see I could go to the web or I can go to my computer. And I'm going to choose an image from my computer. I'm just going to go to my pictures. And this is my portrait board. And I know that I've created a portrait. And I'm going to open that and it will upload my portrait. So I'm going to name my portrait Balanced, and this is by me. Okay, so you can, as you can see, you can add your own content onto your boards, which is a pretty cool thing. Okay, let's say you want to pin a website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a pin, and one of my favorite blog spaces is This Is Colossal. So I've copied the website from the web page, and I'm going to go ahead and pin it to my advocacy and inspiration board. All right, so this says choose a pin. Okay, so this allows me to select something to place on the board. And I'm going to just select. I love these. So I'm going to select this again. One. Great ways to add and organize and collect all of your visual content from the web.